Hi there, I hope you're having a good time. Today I want to talk about Simpson Oil, or RSO, or full spectrum oil. And it comes in a little syringe like this. It's very sticky, it's very tarry, so it's difficult to work with. Some people will open it and put it on something and then eat whatever it is. But it doesn't taste very good. So what I like to do is I like to make peanut butter balls and kind of like Reese cups, but you don't have to cover them in chocolate if you don't want to. Not everyone likes chocolate, but anyway, you put them in the peanut butter. I have about a half a cup of peanut butter here, and I'm going to put it right in the bowl. You can use almond butter, any of the nut butters that has some oil in it. We don't have to be extra fancy, just trying to get it together. So the trick with this is you have to squeeze it out. So there's a little knob, you have to take it off, and then it's going to squeeze out. If you get this on the side of the bowl, if you get it on your spatula, your gloves, it's going to stick to that. This is like medicine. Do your research, but if it's on something else, it's not getting into your body. So what we want to do is we want to squeeze. It's very difficult. It's kind of hard to squeeze it out. So you squeeze it out, and it's like, see how it's stringy? But keep it over the peanut butter, right? We're going to keep it on the peanut butter. And it takes a little while just because it's so thick. It's not like chocolate syrup or anything. It's very thick. And I want to wind it around because I want it to move around in the peanut butter. But I want to avoid the spatula. I want to avoid the bowl. And we're going to put this entire tube in here. I guess you don't have to. And that would also depend on the strength of whatever you're making. I'm going to use the whole tube. And like I said, I've got probably about a half a cup of peanut butter, maybe a little more. Some people will add butter and vanilla. I don't do any of that. So you see how that's hanging on there? I'm going to touch the peanut butter with it and drag it off. It's empty. It's done. So now we're going to lift the spatula and just move it on over the RSO, right? We're going to kind of envelope our little ribbons there in the peanut butter. We want it to be fully covered, right? There we go. And now we're going to try to blend it all in there. Can you see it in there? You got like little, they look like little worms, but it's not. It will blend in. So just keep moving it around, blending it in, blendy, blendy, blendy. Pretend you're painting a picture or something. So depending on what kind of RSO you get, there'll be a number on the box. Once you get as many candies as you get, you take that number that's on the box and you divide it by your candies. That will tell you the strength of each individual candy. I think the problem most people have is they don't mix things well enough. So we're going to make sure it's mixed pretty darn good. So we did pretty good. We have none of the RSO left on the spatula or in the bowl. So now I have a cup or so of powdered sugar. I'm going to put this in here a little bit at a time. And we want to get this to like a Play-Doh consistency so that we can make little balls with it. And don't forget that whatever product is left in the bowl is your RSO. So you don't want to leave product in the bowl. You want to make sure you use it all. A little bit more. I'll probably have some left over. Take that off there. Maybe save that to lick before you go to bed. So you get the idea, right? So now you've kind of got like a little dough. Scrape and get this stuff up, but for time's sake, I'll just do it with here. So now you've got your dough. Make sure it's all mixed because that's going to be helpful. Depending what size you want, you're going to take a little piece off. You're going to roll it. You can dip it in powdered sugar. And then put it on a tray and put it in the refrigerator. You can make them bigger and they'll be stronger. You could make them smaller and they'll be less strong. You can dip them in sprinkles. I would store them in the refrigerator. That's your best bet. Or like a Reese cup, you can melt some chocolate and you can dip them in chocolate. So now you have your RSO peanut butter balls. Enjoy!